Hey guys, lately I've been playing around and make some simple characters and printing them with my cheap ass 3D printer. So now I decided to take it to the next step, which is painting them. So I bought a few stuff from Taobao. So this video is not a review or stuff like that, it's just a learning along the way type of video as a beginner. So the first thing I bought is of course an air compressor. I've selected the Ustars Airbrush Mini compressor, which is about 495 yuan. It's not the cheapest compared to other compressor out there. However, I just kind of like the look of it, and it's just because they wrote airbrush on it, and that's why I got this air compressor. So it got two moisture release valves. I was quite surprised that it came with a nice box for the price of it. They even included a free air gun. I believe it's a 0.5mm of tip size, I guess, and it's perfect for my beginning experience. For the usage of it, this is literally plug and play. And if you worry about the noise, this thing is quiet, just like an electric car. So now I have the compressor. The next thing I bought was a paint box with a vacuum and a lights, just because other people have on their video. So I was worried about the noise of the compressor, but I didn't know that the paint box was the one who made more noise. For the air gun, I got myself the IWATA. I'm not sure if it is how it called, but I got this HP-CR3, which was the most expensive tools I got for now. Let's take the lid off that, and let's add some water. As you can see, feel that little bit of water. So my first impression right now was that airbrush looks kinda easy, you know. Alright, now let's paint something. So first of all, I got this primer, you know, and it's pretty cheap. It's about 26 yuan. It's a pre-mixed primer, but anyway, I have no idea what does it mean. So now guys, I have literally no idea what am I doing. I'm just like mixing stuff up, you know, just trying out my materials. So as soon as I started airbrushing, I quickly felt that airbrushing was kind of hard actually. You know, aiming this thing or just like controlling the pressure, the air that flows was like something not natural. And to make it worse, I got a gray primer with my gray model, so I could not see the difference. That was actually so dumb. I should have get like another color for priming. So after I done my first priming job, I don't know, I still felt confident and I needed something more challenging, something serious, such as this model for example. I want to paint this model for my daughter. So I made some holes behind so I can place a magnet and stick, you know, on my fridge or something like that. So first of all, I began to fill the holes with some wood putty, some nasty stuff. because I didn't want to show the magnet and the ugly parts. However, it was a terrible mistake because once I started sanding, this thing doesn't turn solid and I ended up like completely messing this thing up. Then I went on and put some epoxy glue just to try to make the surface even. So I primed half of the model and then straightly paint on it just to see the difference. So after spending a day or two airbrushing, something was not really right with my paint. My paint was either too watery or it will just clog my airbrush. So I spent some time studying that matter and my thinning was just wrong the whole time. So now I'm just freestyling a little bit and try some stuff that I learned from other channel. I even try to use the masking technique with some tapes. For the paint, I'm just using the Vallejo paints, acrylic water base. So I didn't start with the cheap paints and I kind of regret it. So I choose the branded paints because there was like more tutorials out there. So here we are guys, and here's the result. It kind of took me like 2 days to paint this thing. For a professional, I think it will only take them just 2 hours, but for me, I kind of like messed up and then had to repaint again for a few times. So what can I say? I think like I have chose the wrong color first of all. So anyway, airbrushing started as a not so expensive experience, but now guys, I mean like I'm not done with it, and I started to get crazy and buy like a lot of materials. So stay tuned guys, and next time I will try to better myself.